Here in the Central Valley, it's officially aphid season. I'm Melissa from Rooted Home and Garden. I'm going to show you 3 easy ways to keep aphids off your roses. Stick around for number 3. I think you're going to like this one. Now, I just got back from vacation and I'm sure I have aphids. So let's take a look at my roses to see what's going on. See all this beautiful new growth on our roses? We are not the only ones who left this. So we're going to look around on my roses, and actually they're looking pretty good so far. What we're looking for are shiny leaves. We're looking for green little bugs on it. Oh, but I do see a problem here. Can you see it? Not sure if you can see. I'm gonna have to get my other camera out to show you. See those white dots right there? Those look like the skeletons of aphids, which means I do have an issue. So that skeleton means that they actually have enjoyed a feast on my roses and they shed their skin because they grew too big. So that is a huge indicator that there is something going on. So the easiest thing to do first, if you have an aphid problem like I do, is we're going to take our hose and we're gonna blast our roses with water. So we're gonna take our hose and we're gonna spray it on jet. I think that's jet. That's not jet. My words are all faded now. All right. Now, spraying your plants like this is not going to harm your plants, but what it's going to do is it's actually going to kill the aphids. Aphids' bodies are very delicate, and spraying them with that hard water like that, that's going to knock them off the plant and damage their bodies. So that's an easy way to get rid of them. Now, once that's done, if you still see evidence of aphids, you can honestly just take your fingers and squish them. In fact, you can actually do that first if you don't want to use the water, but I find that this is super easy to do it as well. We're going to go through the rose bush and we're going to check for more aphids. All right, so we're just going to go through, we're going to look and see any signs of aphids. Nothing here. Oh, I see a couple of them right here. So I'm just going to take my fingers and we're just going to squish them. It really doesn't feel like much, so you're not going to really, I mean, truly, that's the extent of it. Your hands will get dirtier, then you'll actually feel it. It'll feel like just little somethings. That we're just gonna go in here. Oh, I have a lot more aphids than I thought. Look at that. So I'm just gonna go in here. Be careful. Sometimes your roses have thorns, so you just want to be careful not to harm yourself. Wear gloves if you need to. I don't need to. These ones over here don't have thorns on their stems. The other one over there, they have thorns all the way up, so I'll actually have to be more careful. Probably end up spraying again if I'm seeing issues. Okay. Good. Most of the aphids are gone, so that made cleaning up very, very easy. We did option 1 already. We sprayed the rose bush with the water, got rid of most of the aphid. We already did number 2. Number 2 is you just take whatever's left remaining and we're gonna squish them with our fingers, get them out of there. Option 3, if there's still too many, if the water's not working, if the pinching with your fingers is too gross or just there's too much, I have a 3rd option that I think you're gonna really like. Now what you can do is actually use insecticidal soap. Now I don't have insecticidal soap. You can actually buy that at the store. I can put in the link below if you're interested in buying it, but that's not what I'm actually going to be using today. So because I don't have insecticidal soap, Dr. Bronner's liquid soap. This is so easy to make, and this actually, what the ingredients for insecticidal soap is this stuff. You don't want to really use dish soap. It's not organic, but this stuff is. This is the healthy stuff. This is the stuff you can use into your garden and will totally work. There's different scents. The one I have in my yard is actually unscented, but peppermint works really well for pests. So if you get the peppermint one, that'll actually help deter the pests from coming into your yard. What you'll end up doing is do 1 tablespoon of this per quart that you use. And that's it. It's going to be super cheap, super easy, and everyone should have this in their home anyway, so this actually works out really well for multi-purpose use. For your option number 3, you don't want to spray it. So I have mine already pre-made already for my garden, but I'm not going to spray it now because it's during the morning. We don't want to spray in the morning because if we spray it and a ladybug comes by, it actually will kill the ladybug on contact. So we want to make sure we spray it in the evening time once all the good bugs go to bed, and that will kill on contact. Now once this is dry, it's not going to work. So if you have a huge infestation and you want to do this on a regular basis, do it every evening, and by the end of the week you should have 0 aphids in your garden. Now when I do have an infestation in my yard, I end up spraying my plants early in the morning with water. In our valley, we're so dry. We don't need to make sure that we have to worry about mildew all that much. So spray it in the morning, but we want to make sure we don't really want to spray in the afternoon, especially when it gets too hot, because this water on the leaves can actually burn your leaves. So spray it in the morning when it's still morning sun, and then your plants will totally thank you for it. Do it every single day in the morning. While an infestation, within the end of the week, it should be gone. Now, when I don't have an infestation, I end up spraying them probably every couple of days just to ensure that everything is looking good, that we're still going strong, get rid of other bugs as well. But I think my problem is over, thankfully. All right, I hope it was helpful. See you next time. Bye.